Rumors, this advanced server update is for you. You are no longer getting left behind. The developers saw that rumors were being held back too much. The role came with so many penalties that it barely impacted the outcome of matches anymore. So they made major changes to the roaming blessing system, allowing roamers to earn gold and EXP based on their performance and not just their presence. Now let's start with devotion. Before, you won't gain any EXP or gold from minions and creeps when an allied hero is nearby. But now, you gain 30% of the resource independently. And no, roamers don't get a portion of the EXP and gold from the minions and creeps. That means your allies still get the full resources even when you're around. As you can see right here, I'm getting gold just by being near even though I'm using a roaming boots. The best part is that my teammates' resources are not affected because I earned them independently. Not just that, roamers now get bonus gold and EXP when they reveal enemies. You get 30 to 40 gold when you detect a hidden enemy. As you can see, I gain bonus gold after a few seconds. Detected 5 enemies in a bush, then you get more resources. However, you can only earn up to 2,000 gold this way. That means you can buy at least one core item just by revealing hidden enemies. With this, roamers gain a fair chance to scale while still supporting the team. Next up is the Thriving passive. They remove the bonus EXP and gold you get from assist during the first 8 minutes of the game. In exchange, you now gain 10 gold and 20 EXP every 5 seconds. So expect roamers leveling up faster now. The Blessing passive was also updated. Previously, you could unlock the roaming skills such as Conceal and Favor after earning 600 roaming gold. Now you'll need 1000 gold to unlock it. But since gold gain is now tied to your performance, a good roamer can unlock it even earlier than before by staying active and making plays. So if you're good, you can unlock it as early as 4 minutes. All roam skills have also been updated, and this time they now use flat values instead of scaling with time. Conceal gives a flat 40% speed boost. Favor gives a flat 400 HP regen. Dark Hit deals a flat 12% of the target's max HP as damage. And Courage now gives 20 hybrid attack and 10% attack speed boost. These changes make roam skills more consistent and impactful early on, giving supports and tanks more presence from the start without needing to wait for them to scale. Alright, next up is a change that affects literally everyone. The devs think the game pace has gotten a little too fast, so they're slowing things down. The passive gold you get every few seconds is being reduced from 6 down to 5. This might not sound like a lot, but it adds up. It means everyone will get their items a little bit slower, extending the laning phase and potentially giving late game heroes more time to come online. Now let's move on to the item adjustments. The developers noticed that marksman heroes have been dominating the late game too easily. To address this, they adjusted the prices of marksman items, making it a bit longer for them to reach their power spikes. So basically, they added a 100 gold increase to the following items: Corrosion Sight, Wind Talker, Malefic Gun, Wind of Nature, and Sky Piercer. As you've probably noticed, most of the updates we've covered focus on slowing down the power scaling of late-game heroes and giving roamers more chances to grow and make an impact from early up to late game. It's like the developers are really trying to encourage players to play roam heroes more often now. This should give our roamer players more ways to impact the game now that they'll gain more resources in the early to mid stages. Will you switch to roam roles once this update is applied? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now let's dive into the hero changes one by one. First up is Floryn. She's been a bit too strong with both her global healing and her control. To balance her, the stun duration on her second skill is being reduced from 0.7 down to 0.5 seconds. With this, enemies can now recover faster, and Floryn won't be locking people down as hard as before. Next up is Benedetta. This one's more of a technical adjustments to fix an issue with her passive. Previously, if she was charging her passive and got hit by crowd control, she'd keep charging it even after the effect ended. That often led to accidental cast and missed opportunities. Now, if she's interrupted, her charging stops immediately and her sword intent is preserved. Once the control effects ends, you'll need to hold the basic attack button again to restart the charge. You'll now notice how Benedetta no longer auto-dashes into danger after being stunned. This fix makes her more reliable and gives you better control in clutch moments. Now let's talk about Guinevere. She's getting a buff to her sustainability, but with a minor nerf to her slow effect to balance it out. Her passive will now stack faster. You only need 3 hits from skills or basic attacks to fill the bar, instead of 4. This means you can now trigger her enhanced attack more often. On the downside, her skill 1 slow is now weaker, reduced from 50 down to 20% slow effect. Here's the comparison. So yeah, more passive but weaker slow effect. Now let's move on to Kimmy. She's getting a nerf specifically to her basic attack mechanic. A lot of players have been spamming basic attack tabs to hit more accurately without losing much DPS. This update increases the interval between each tap so that strategy won't be as effective anymore. In this comparison, you'll notice her tap attacks feel slightly slower, making it harder to maintain high damage while constantly repositioning. This basically encourages you to hold down the attack button for consistent damage as intended rather than trying to game the system by tapping. Now onto Lancelot. The attack scaling on his second skill is being lowered from 130 down to 120%. It's a slight damage nerf to his main skill. Good Lancelot players will still dominate, but his damage output will be a little less overwhelming. Next up is Eve. She's getting a small buff to her skill 1 range, from a cast range of 5.5 to now 5.7. This gives her a tiny bit more range to poke and farm safely. For a mobile mage like Eve, every pixel of range helps. Next are the new user interface when matching up. Nice and clean, right? Even the hero selection is optimized. And finally, a brand new cosmetic feature. The Resplendent Dragon Shard system is here. This will let you use a special item to change the colors of certain skins and their in-game effects. The first batch of skins to support this are Sylvanas Future Cup, Diggy's Underwood Steward, Valyr's Draconic Flame, and Fredrin's Jewel Connoisseur. This is super cool for anyone who loves customization. I can't wait to see what kind of color combinations people create. Keep in mind, this is just for testing on the advanced server for now. And that wraps up the latest advanced server patch notes. So what do you think of these adjustments? Did it make you consider playing Roam more often now? Drop your thoughts in the comments.